Hi all. Yeah, I decided to do a reaction to the song Mosh by Eminem. The reason being, it's like quite relevant to a degree, especially to do with like 9/11 and Iraq and George Bush, etc., etc. When really, in reality, it wasn't actually Iraq that should have been invaded for 9/11. It was Saudi Arabia. But anyway, um, this is Eminem getting political. As you probably can tell, I absolutely adore Donald Trump. And I will say, Eminem's diss against Donald Trump was literally absolutely nothing anywhere near the quality and the lyrical genius that Mosh is. So, yeah, right, here we go. Okay. Oh, sorry, let me turn it up. Hang on a minute. Let me start this again. I don't know why I just did that without turning it up, to be honest. Let me start again. Pledging allegiance of the United States of America. It's a banger. It's a banger. Focus to break down. That's it. Scrutinize every word, memorize every line. I spit it once, refill with energize and rewind. I get sight to the blind, mind sight through the mind. I exercise my right to express when I feel it's time. It's just all in your mind, what you interpret. He has expresses the right to feel when he says it's time. To express what he says when he thinks it's time, and basically, he obviously thought at that point when George Bush and my country leader Tony Blair decided to go into Iraq for 50, was it 18 years, something like that, 21 maybe, for like literally nothing. It was not Iraq that that done that to the Twin Towers. He says, it's all in your mind what you interpret it as. I say to fight, you think I'm going to whip someone's ass. So what he's saying is that they're not even listening to what he's saying. Fight doesn't necessarily mean physical fight. It means fight for the rights. If you don't understand, don't even bother to ask. A father who has grown up with a fatherless past, who has grown up now to rap phenomenon that has or at least shows no difficulty multitasking and juggling both. Perhaps mastered his craft slash entrepreneur who has helped launch a few more rap backs. He's saying don't even bother to ask if you don't understand. A father that has grown up with a really shit past, made it as a rap mogul, and basically it signed up acts that have been absolutely huge, i.e. 50 Cent. Yeah, so. I mean, he's always had things thrown at him through his career, and stuff like that, and he's always had things thrown at him his whole life, really, because he's a white rapper, but he's the best. And he's saying typical mule, moving past that, 'cause it's obviously typical stuff. Yeah, Mr. Kiss Ass Crack, that's Tony Blair from my country, who joined forces with George Bush to go into Iraq. Just enough spark that we need to proceed. Carry on, give me hope, give me strength. Come with me, and I won't steer you wrong. Put your faith and your trust as I guide us through the fog to the light. At the end of the tunnel, we gon' fight, we gon' charge, we gon' storm, we gon' march through the swamp, we gon' march through the marsh. Take us right through the doors. Come on, people. So yeah, he's saying like, come on, follow me. Basically, we can fight against these people. Like, I've got a big following, obviously huge, but this is quite a few years ago, but still, we still had a huge following. So he's like, follow me, and I'll lead you to the right way. Up top, on the side, in the middle, come together, let's all form and storm just a little, just let it gradually build from the front to the back. He's saying, don't matter what colour, white or black. He's saying it doesn't matter if you're in the left, in the middle or the right. Basically, come join me, follow me, against Bush and against the war. So he's saying, like, don't matter what the weather, let's go, let's do this, let's fight these people, let's fight these warmongers, let's fight these murderers, basically. Tell us no, we say yeah. They tell us stop, we say go. Rebel with a rebel yell. Raise hell, we gon' let them know. Storm, push, sharks, push, fuck Bush. It clearly states fuck Bush. I think the FBI and all that were called to Eminem for probably, I think he's had it 3 times now, where he spoke about president, and I know it happened with Donald also. Exactly, until they bring the troops home. Why are there troops out in Iraq for like that many years, holding the peace down? They're trying to make it a stabilised country. For them to just be pulled out and it should just go back to terrorism. Just come along, follow me as I lead through the darkness. As I provide just enough spark that we need to proceed. Carry on, give me hope, give me strength. Come with me and I won't steer you wrong. Put your faith and your trust as I guide us through the fog to the light. At the end of the tunnel, we gon' fight, we gon' charge, we gon' storm, we gon' march through the swamp, we gon' march through the marsh. Take us right through the doors. Come on, action it pouring, swinging down on us. Mosh pits outside the Oval Office. Saying mosh pits outside the Oval Office. Imagine them having mosh pits outside the Oval Office. Trying to tell us something, maybe this is God just saying we're responsible for this monster, this coward that we have empowered. This is Bin Laden, look at his head nodding. How could we allow something like this without pumping up? Yeah, he's saying Bin Laden, look at his head nodding. Basically, Bin Laden was a terrorist, but also he was killed, I think, by the Obama administration in the end. But that's who they were going for. I mean, literally, it didn't have anything to do with Osama bin Laden. However, he was still a terrorist, so, you know, leader, take the man out anyway. But yeah, don't put, like, soldiers in Iraq for 18, 21 years, whatever it is, under the premise that they attacked the Twin Towers and everything else. Done 9/11 when actually that's not even who done that. Let me simplify the rhyme just to amplify the noise. Try to amplify time, sitting multiplied by 16 million people all equal with this high pitch. He's saying like my followers 16. You know, he's obviously come on. Let us be the one. Let me lead the fight. Let me show you the way. You know what I mean? Bring our soldiers home. What the hell? Like I've got this audience. We can do something. He's saying maybe we can reach Al Qaeda through my speech, because obviously Osama bin Laden was the leader of Iraq for, yeah, Al Qaeda. Sorry, I'm losing it a minute. Let the president answer high anarchy. Strap him with an AK-47, let him go. Fight his own war. Let him impress daddy that way. Strap him with an AK-47, let him go fight his own war. You're letting him go fight his own war. Why would people want their kids going to fight an endless war for nothing? And what it boils down to, obviously, oil and money as well, all at the end of the day. Psychological warfare, the trick is to thinking that we ain't loyal. If we don't serve our own country, we're patronizing a hero. Look in his eyes, it's all lies. The stars and stripes, they've been swiped, washed out and wiped. Patronising a hero, look in his eyes, it's all lies. It is all lies, it was all lies. George Bush was a liar, and the AK-47 strap at AK-47, go fight your own battles, impress daddy that way, because obviously George Bush's dad, George Bush, was also the president. And he's saying that the stars and the stripes on the flags and everything have been washed out and replaced with George Bush's face. Basically saying, if I get taken out tonight, it's because I've done this video against the president and against the war, which, you know, strange things have happened. Stranger things have happened. Like I say, they've been to his 3 times to make sure that the presidents aren't a risk from him. When they did with Donald Trump, he said, like, I'm more interested in lyricists, you know, and whatever. I'll do that one another day. It's just such a bad song. It's probably one of the worst Eminem's ever done, which is upsetting. Follow me as I lead through the darkness. I provide just enough spark that we need to proceed. Carry on, give me hope, give me strength. Come with me, and I won't steer you wrong. Put your faith and your trust as I guide us through the fog to the light. At the end of the tunnel, we gon' fight, we gon' charge, we gon' storm, we gon' march through the swamp, we gon' march through the marsh. Take us right through the doors. Come on. And as we proceed to march through this desert storm, in these closing statements, if they should argue, let us beg to differ. As we set aside our differences and assemble our own army to disarm this. They say, like, put all our differences aside, black, white, brown, left wing, right wing, whatever, your politics, let's just put it aside. This bloke's doing wrong, they're doing wrong, like, they're killing our soldiers, blah, blah, you know, that sort of thing. He's like, anyway, follow me. And then he's calling the president, George Bush, the weapon of mass destruction, which he is. Because if you send all your young soldiers to war, where is the next generation? Maybe a lot of women, but like, what's happening in the Ukraine right now? Like, they've took out a whole population nearly of young men in this Ukraine war. To speak and be heard, Mr. President, Mr. Senator. Yes, yes. Anyway, yeah, that's it, people. I don't know if I explained that well enough, but obviously Eminem does get political a bit. You know, he also, you know, he also is a funny bloke. He does so much, but yeah, that is a good thing against George Bush. My dog's now barking his head off. Anyhow, right, that was Mosh and my review to it. If it was terrible, I apologise.